So you'll start by applying the spirit gum to both of the alien horns so they're ready. Place them where you want them, and you're going to dab around the edges, making sure that you get all the edges good and tacky. And place it and smooth down the edges. Again, try not to get too much gum into the hair. You do have to be careful with the horns that you don't squeeze the air out of them when you're putting them down, or they'll collapse. So when you're gluing it down, just be careful that you're not squeezing the horn part, or you'll have a dented horn. Also pay attention to the orientation of the horns. You want them to try and get them facing the same direction on the person. Once they're in place, you'll start with your yellow paint, apply it to the sponge, and then dab it around the edges. Again, you don't want to go in a circular motion. You want to break up that circle so it looks more natural. You can put a little bruise around the eye. Next step would be a little bit of the red. Again, use the red very sparingly. It's a very bright color. And then last, the undead purple. Again, not too much, just again, you're trying to break up that circle of the latex so it's not as noticeable on the skin. And once you get all the colors on, if you just turn your sponge over to blend, and again, you want to dab, you don't want to drag. Just always be dabbing. And again, don't worry that you can see a lot of the appliance. Once you get the blood on, that's going to get camouflage. Apply some blood to the stipple sponge. Again, not a lot, a little goes a long way. And just dab it on. You want to see skin and the makeup through the blood. You don't just want a big glob of blood. And again, you're just blending around to try and blend the appliance into the skin and blend the bruising that you did in with the blood. On the horns, you can get a little bit of blood on the horns itself. And again, remember, you want to be able to see skin. You don't want just a big blob of blood all over. Less is more. Just always say that to yourself. Then the last step would be to, with a Q-tip, apply some blood around the bottom of the horns where they're poking through the skin. And then just drag it down for some dried, runny blood. And there you have it. You should be able to apply the horns in less than 5 minutes. There you go.